welcome back to my channel. My name is Philadelphia and I'm here today to review one of the books I recently read called 101 Ways to Go Zero Waste by Kathryn Kellogg. So even though I don't have that much to say about the book, I read it about 2 weeks ago and nothing really stuck in my brain. It is a quick read. It only took me a couple hours just to read through it. This will give you a summary of this book. It has 101 bullet points of ways to apply the zero waste lifestyle into your day-to-day life. It gives you recipes for cleaning solutions. It gives you different life hacks. It really does dive down different ways to be more sustainable. Yeah, some of her tips were a little far-stretched. She went as far as to zero waste funerals. Now, did I find this book helpful? For me, no, because a lot of it I already knew just from simple Google search prior to reading this book. I would say this book would be definitely useful if you're just starting to adapt to this lifestyle, if you haven't really implemented any of these swaps yet. So if you are just going down this road of where do I start, what are products that I'm not aware of, this book would be helpful for you. Or you could just Google it as well. I like that the book has a message of, being zero waste and trying to help people find ways to incorporate different products and life hacks into their life that will help them be more sustainable. So I do think it serves a good purpose. The execution of it is a little just too bare bones for me to give it a good score because it was very just bullet points. I want something that gives me reason why you should do something and gives me scientific data to support why this swap is better. So I have information to back up why I'm changing my lifestyle. And that information is out there, it's just not in this book. So the reader is left to do their own research. I just think it would have been a more impactful book for the reader if it was a little bit more enriched with data supporting the swaps. She gave 101 tips to go zero waste, and I wanted to talk about some of the things that I have implemented in my life that have helped me reduce my waste. I don't know if you know this, but this summer we packed up our car and we lived on the road for 2 months until he landed his job, which happened to also be back into Seattle, so that's where we live now. We got rid of everything that we didn't use, and we really downsized and minimized. It's so gross, all the consumer stuff you buy, it's just disgusting. I had to start from scratch. We got rid of all of our unnecessary items that we didn't need for the road. I was conscious when rebuying stuff for our home that I wanted it to be as sustainable as possible and have items that fit our lifestyle. And so I'm going to show you some of the things we did. Almost, I would say 90% of the furniture in our home I bought off of OfferUp and consignment stores and Facebook Marketplace. I buy the majority of my products from the package-free store and the zero waste store, so I'll just pop a link down below so you can click on them because I don't remember some of the products what I got at specifically each store. So I'm fortunate enough to live in Seattle where they have invested in the infrastructure to have composting. It's just like our regular trash where they come once a week and pick it up. So this is our little composting bin that we keep on our counter. So while I'm cutting up veggies, I just put whatever is left over that I can't reuse in here, and then I take it out in the evening. So it's really easy to use. It's cut down on our garbage consumption because before we lived in an apartment, so we were going through so much trash and half of it was just food waste. This has been my favorite swap that I have made, I think, so far. They're the paper towels that are reusable. And they are they feel like flannel material, and then they stay on the roll, and then you just get one off, then you have them, and then you just re-roll them back once they're clean and you put them back on the roll. It really has cut down on my paper towel consumption and garbage. You throw so many paper towels away in the garbage. And then I just pop them into the laundry when I'm done with them. They also don't stain that really. I've cleaned up red wine with these and they didn't stain. But this is the laundry detergent that I use. It comes in a glass jar that I can reuse later. It's unscented. I have really sensitive skin and I'm allergic to everything, and it hasn't bothered my skin. It's called the Simply Co. and it only has 3 ingredients. So I love this. You just put 2 scoops in and you're done. it works. I haven't noticed a difference in my laundry, my clothes quality from switching from Tide to this. So I got this toothpaste. I haven't tried it yet, but the reason why I bought it is because it's made out of a metal tube, so it's not made out of plastic. So I'm able to recycle this item. I just have to cut it open and wash out the remaining toothpaste in it. This is called David's, and I'll let you know how I feel about it on my Instagram. This is my reusable razor. It's by the brand Leaf. It has 0 plastic on it. It's all metal. It has reusable blades. And you just unscrew this here and you can switch them out. So it's kind of a new design, and it's a lot like modern razors. So the lotion I'm currently using is Yay for Earth. I just got a sample size of this one. I got the smallest one you can order just because I wanted to try it out. I don't know if I'm in love with it yet. These are deodorant sticks. They're from Meow Tweets. And this is Wes and this is mine. I like his scent actually better. It smells like you just walked out of a forest, but he doesn't like it when I use his deodorant. So I'll use my lavender until it's all gone. But they are like a push pop kind of feature, and they're 100% compostable, and then you just push them up and they work really well. I was a little skeptical switching out my deodorant, but I haven't had an issue with it, and my armpits smell pretty bad if I don't use anything. So this is probably my second favorite purchase that we have made. One of our recent swaps is we got rid of the plastic bottle shampoo and conditioner, and so these are soap bars, and I didn't know how well these would work. So they lather up really well. I was so surprised. This one I believe is Sunshine. It's very citrusy, and this is the shampoo bar, and then this is the conditioning bar. And I've had these already for probably a month and a half, and they're still like pretty full. And then this sits on a biodegradable little pad that we keep in the bathtub. So I've eliminated plastic from washing the dishes. This is a wood base that it sits on, and we have a soap bar that doesn't come in any packaging that's plastic. And then we have the bamboo scrubber, so no plastic. I was really surprised by beeswax. I've never used it until just recently, and it works so well for it just being like a piece of cloth covered in wax. I was really surprised. This one is the sandwich version, so it has like a cute little button that holds it all together to put your sandwich in. I use these when I go hiking. Beeswax kept my guacamole from turning brown. Iconic reusable straw. So I use these every day for my iced coffee, and then I have a little container that I keep in my purse. These are the reusable bags. I do use these. I'm careful what I put in them because they do hold on to smell, at least this brand does. So I haven't tried the Stasher brand yet. I don't know if they're better about not holding on to odor. Please let me know if you have another brand that you think is better, but I'll keep using these. These are just ones I ordered off of Amazon. I'm in the unique position where I had to buy a lot of new stuff, so when I did have to buy it, I made sure I bought a sustainable version. Instead of buying the cheaper plastic ones, I just paid a couple $dollars more and got metal measuring cups and spoons. And I made a lot of those small decisions where I just bought a slightly more expensive sustainable version because I didn't have the cheaper one already. If you already have the plastic spatula, then don't go out and buy more spatulas. Just keep using your plastic spatula. And lastly, a good old mason jar. I use these for everything. I use them for glasses. I use them to store food in them. I cut up our veggies and then put them in these mason jars and keep them. I store them in our fridge to keep them fresh longer, so I don't have food waste. So I don't have any plastic to-go containers or anything like that anymore. I know it was a little bit of a different book review and we didn't talk about the book in great detail, but in a way we did because some of the items that I showed you were her suggestions, and I showed you the implementation of them. As always, thank you for listening to what I have to say, and thanks for tuning in and hearing me talk about something that really I enjoy learning about, is just ways to be a conscious consumer. We don't need everyone to do zero waste perfectly. We need everyone to do it imperfectly. We need everyone just to try a little bit and implement what they can into their day-to-day lives. A lot of these swaps are easy switches, and some of them are affordable and some of them are a couple extra dollars. So it's just something that you have to weigh your pros and cons, what works best for you personally. So I know it's easy to feel a little hopeless when you start diving into this and thinking about the state of the world that we're in. You know, you see a bunch of articles on how the individual person needs to make changes, and there is a larger call to action for these large companies to really take responsibility for all the pollution that they're creating, since they are the heavy hitters. So I'm just doing the little part that I can and making these swaps, because I know that regardless of the fact that the majority of the pollution comes from large corporations, I know by drinking my one plastic water bottle, that's going to be on the earth for 400 years. And I would think by not buying their products anymore should wake them up a little bit. Stay safe out there if you're in these areas with a bunch of wildfires. I know that smoke is hard, but I hope you are staying safe. I look forward to coming back on here. I'm going to be doing a review of the Hobbit. I'm currently reading Hidden Valley Road, and it's about schizophrenia, and so I'm excited to talk about that one. It's been a read. Remember to like the video and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the future. Please leave your comments down below and let me know any products that you think I should try. Again, my name is Philadelphia, and thank you for watching.